Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mr. VP. Welcome back to the channel. Today what we have in our hands is the Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 Rodan figure. This is the 6-inch articulating figure. It comes with the Osprey helicopter and a destructible city, and it's made by JAKKS Pacific. JAKKS Pacific, thank you so much for making this figure. It is awesome looking. Can't wait to open it up. Quick look at the packaging. You see that it's the standard Godzilla King of the Monsters packaging. It's got that picture of Godzilla. It's blue and green and gray. It looks really nice. It's got an enclosed package, which keeps the figure from being damaged in the stores, which is always great. Sides of the box, nothing really important. I like seeing that Monsterverse / Monarch logo. On this other side, it says "Collect them all," showing King Ghidorah or King Ghidorah, and says Rodan. On the bottom of the box, here's the UPC code for you guys. And don't eat small parts. Back of the box, you get a little synopsis of who Rodan is. I'll leave that there so you guys can pause the video if you'd like. And then a very nice action shot of Rodan there with the Osprey helicopter flying in and the buildings getting destroyed. Also, a nice little picture of Godzilla. You can barely see it there. It's in black and white, but it's behind the 65th anniversary and the other logos there. You can see Godzilla poking through. It's pretty cool. I didn't notice that on the King Ghidorah one. But that's it for the packaging. Let's get Rodan out of the box and take a closer look. Alright guys, well here's Rodan outside of the packaging, and I have to say, I'm really surprised by this figure. This is a really, really nice figure. I don't want Godzilla to hear this, but I think this is actually my favorite JAKKS Pacific Godzilla figure this time around. I mean, this is a really nice figure. It has much more intricate paint apps than King Ghidorah does. It's actually, it's very similar to the NECA Godzilla in terms of the depth of the different colors, so it really is a nice figure. And the Osprey helicopter is a nice little addition. However, there's no rotation of the blades or anything. This is just like a piece of soft vinyl or something. It's not very it can be twisted and all kinds of stuff done to it, but this is just for show, obviously. The building is very cool, just like the one from the King Ghidorah figure. You can smash into that and break it into pieces. But obviously the star of this show is this Rodan figure, and it's really, really nice. I'm very surprised. I could tell that I was going to like it from the, being in the packaging, but having it outside is just really, really cool looking. So let's talk about the articulation. So as we start from the back, there's nothing at the tail because it's really no tail, it's a little nub. Moving forward, the legs have good rotation going forward and backwards, all the way forward so that he can do his little, bend the knee to the king, so to speak. Moving upwards to the wings have one joint here, which allow a nice flapping motion. And that's it for the wings. Moving up to the neck, it does look like it's on a ball joint, which would be nice because you could get all kinds of unlimited range of motion, but unfortunately it's just a simple spinny head, so you can only do that. You can't actually go up or down or anything like that. I guess you can try to, but it's not made to do that. There's just a little bit of play in the joint. As far as paint apps, like I said, you guys kind of already probably figured out that I'm really impressed with the decoration on this figure. So you have what looks like a nice fire engine red color. It's kind of been subdued, and you have this bronzy gray that I think is technically the color Rodan really is in the movie. And I know what a lot of people are probably thinking out there is in the movie he actually appears to be this color, this bronzy gray color throughout, and then he's just got lava and like little bits of, smoldering embers all throughout his body. But if you think about it, that would be a really hard paint job to bring to life. So I do actually like the way this looks. It looks hot. It looks like it's like he's burning, like he's on fire. So I understand why they did so much of that red everywhere. Now, as far as texture goes, this has really, really nice texture. There's, you got these scales that are like rippling down towards these feather-looking edges, and then on the back here you have this really nice spine, and even leading up to the hands here, you have this really nice ripply texture, and it looks so nice. I really think that's cool looking. I feel like the King Ghidorah one, and we can take a look at that in a second, doesn't have as much texture on it and kind of suffers in that regard. This figure definitely makes up for it. It looks really nice. And if you move up to the head there, you can see the nice yellow pupil. Let's see if it'll focus. That looks really cool. Definitely stands out on this figure. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is this a must-have for you? This is about $15. I think it was like $14.92 from Walmart. That's the only place I've seen it so far. I'm not sure if any other retailers are going to be carrying the JAKKS Pacific series for Godzilla. Hopefully they will, but you never know nowadays with the limited space on the shelves and limited retailers carrying them. So yeah, let's do some comparisons. Alright, to start off the comparisons, first up we have the 6-inch King Ghidorah figure. And you can see they're probably pretty close to scaling accuracy from the movie. Rodan is definitely smaller than King Ghidorah, and you can definitely see that here. Wingspans are pretty similar, which I don't think that's accurate. I'm pretty sure Rodan was much smaller wingspan-wise than King Ghidorah, but it's totally fine. That works for me. And you can definitely see what I was talking about earlier with the texture. I mean, there's some good texture on here, but not like this figure. This has some really nice texture on it, really good depth. This one looks a little bit bland. I think a little bit more shadowing in here from like a darker color would have made it really pop. But that's it for the false king. So now let's bring in the rightful king. This is the Bandai Japan Godzilla, and you can see that is a pretty good size difference. Now this is the 6-inch series Godzilla, and this is technically a 6-inch Rodan, but I don't know how they measure that to be 6 inches, because I don't see that being 6 inches any way, shape, or form. But nonetheless, there they are together. Next up, we'll show it with the 12-inch JAKKS Pacific Godzilla. And as you can see, there is a significant difference in sizing there. Rodan appears to be the same size as Mothra if we're doing size for size comparisons here, going off of this figure. Mothra looks significantly smaller. So yeah, there's them. And last up, we will bring in the NECA Godzilla 2019. And that is probably the best scale that we're going to see from any line. So I feel like that really works. It looks really cool. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't seen the new Godzilla King of the Monsters movie, I highly, highly recommend it. I've already seen it twice, and I plan on seeing it at least a couple more times while it's still in theaters. It is the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen, ever. And I don't say that lightly. I've been a long-time Godzilla fan. I grew up with the older movies. I absolutely love this movie and the depiction of all the characters. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you do see it before it leaves theaters. It is quite an experience seeing him on the big screen. So definitely recommend it. Please do also stay subscribed and like this video, as it really helps me out. There will be more JAKKS specific Godzilla content coming very soon. I have all of the 3-inch figures that I need to review. Those will be coming up next. So have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.